Hello and welcome everyone to Let's Play Tomb Raider 4 The Last Revelation. Zelga is 115 speaking. Let me welcome you to very aptly named level, the Mastabas. Now this is a weird one, and I really do not like this level for... well, one reason that is unsurprising: there are 22 beds. And to keep track of each and every one of them when they have a tendency to disappear from the map, or be killed before I'm even able to see them, well, that's gonna prove to be quite challenging to keep track of. But entirely possible. So, first of all, I promised you something, didn't I? I told you that these level entrances and exits are gonna get weirder and cooler as we progress in Giza, and well, just behold. So this is actually what the developers decided to put as a, you know, black tunnel exit texture. And mind you, this is one of the levels using which you can no longer backtrack. There it is, invisible barrier. Let me see if the flare will make it. Nope, it bounces, as expected. So, yeah, they decide to use, I think it's the goddess Amut, the goddess mother in there. It's pretty damn funny, you know? I'd like to think one of the developers put it here intentionally, just in case someone decided to use the binocs, they'll be rewarded with this hilarious shot. I like it, I really do. Probably the only thing I like about this level. Okay, so why do I dislike the level so much? I mean, after all, I'm a big fan of dog hunting, and we're gonna do that here a lot. Well, as this level is called Mastabas, guess what we'll be doing? We'll be exploring Mastabas. Now, this would be fun if it be at our own pace, perhaps a bit of non-linearity, some backtracking, adventure elements, that sort of thing. No, there is one way forward, and it's all about switching between 17 Mastabas or tombs in this level. Mastabas are above ground, tombs are underground. All of them look identical, and they are utterly dull and boring, okay? It's quite the slog to go through this level. Now, it's not that long, it just feels longer than it actually is, because you feel you are switching between two rooms constantly. So let me get the most interesting about this level out of the way, and that is this here truck, which doesn't say much about the level, does it? I'm having so much fun killing dogs. I don't know what kind of person that makes me. So first things first, the gas station, even though it has this suggestive key icon on the door, it will never open, you cannot get in, that's not the objective. Secondly, it has this chart which doesn't explain anything. I mean, a tire, a truck, a gas pump, an arrow, something in Arabic. Okay, I guess all you need to do is pick up the jerrycan over here. Now, this is Tomb Raider 4 after all, right? Your first instinct is probably, okay, now let's fill it up, you know? The inventory screen isn't being brought up. What's wrong? So let's do it manually, maybe. There it is. Jerrycan. Lara just, you know, drops a few drops on the ground, but that's it. But there is nothing on the ground. So I might be thinking, okay, we maybe need to fill it up first, right? No, it is actually full, and it will keep being full, no matter how many times you do this. It's very confusing, because there will also be water skins, the first one we are going to find and use in this same level, that actually need to be filled. So the inventory screen doesn't even have the decency to tell you that it's filled with something. I don't like this. I'm not a big fan at all. Now, if you want to continue, go to the left Mastaba. If you're interested in the first secret, and the only secret, cross the danger sign, right? That's what we're after. And of course, 2 more beds here. 1, 2, that's the kills. Now you... get comfortable. This is what you're going to be seeing over and over and over and over in this level. Not fun. Now, usually Mastabas have trapdoors leading into the underground. This one doesn't. Or does it? If you press the action key here, well, yeah. It's a very muddy one, so to speak. Now, don't be too eager to jump in. Use the ladder to get down safely, or you risk breaking Lara's neck. I guess it's not necessary to light up a flare here, but there we go, large health pack, and that was the one and only secret in this level. Easy. So now that we have that out of the way, those who are at least secret completionists among you can feel less anxious. You know, that's always nice. So let's get out and enter another identical looking Mastaba to get underground, to eventually reach another identical looking Mastaba, and on and on and on. And you know, the problem with this level is that we can't even call it a maze, because it has one path forward, but you cannot get lost in it even. So, I mean, which is good, I guess, because getting lost here would be really, truly annoying. Anyhow, oh, sorry, before I enter, let me explain something. The reason why we'll be entering underground is basically to reach Mastabas elsewhere. What we are after, in fact, is 2 keys, like this western shaft key for the other 4 directions of the world. However, only 2 of them will be present in this level. The 4th and final one will be present 2 levels down the line, okay? That's what we are basically after. Now, to really get to a room which contains these, we not only need the jerry can, but we'll also need a small water skin and, well, a bag of sand. Real treasures, really. That's what... These are the sorts of treasures that certain undead guardians inside the tombs underneath Mastabas will be guarding. I know, I know. Well, revolver ammunition here, that's always nice, and an actual visible trapdoor that we can use. I'm very happy about it. Now, the moment you go underground, I would really advise to get that shotgun ready. Okay, hahaha. Dog hunting continues. Can't get enough of it. Now, usually you will find a fork in a path somewhere. Stairs up usually mean you will get into another mastaba above the surface, whereas a way down usually means you will reach a tomb. The tombs always have the key item you need, so going into the mastabas, ignoring the tombs, would then set you back and you would have to retrace your steps. So I guess it is a maze after all. Oh, wow. Okay, great. Again, keep that shotgun handy. Lara already starts aiming. Dogs will usually come out of these tombs. There are some exceptions, and by some exceptions I think only one. But then the dogs are frequently switched or basically replaced by beds in some occasions. Thankfully nothing like that this time, and this one is fairly generous. It has 2 pickups, a small health pack and just your ordinary run-of-the-mill crossbow bolts, which actually I hate that they are here because... let me explain. This door can only be opened by triggering 3 mechanisms in the room. Can you guess what they are? Of course, the lion heads with gems inside their mouths. It looks actually really metal. Now, if you try to shoot this with your crossbow, guess what? Nothing will happen unless, of course, using explosive arrows. You can even lob grenades and the blast will shatter the gems. What you need, if you want to save up on explosives, is use bullets. So, revolver is a reliable way to go, but I prefer to do something... I learned to enjoy it a little. Try to time a perfect shot with my pistols. So make a standing jump, and just as Lara is about to reaches the top and is about to go down, press the action key. There we go. I actually practice this a lot. You know, I hope I will not mess it up too much. I hope I will make it look easy. Ah! Nice. And now the final one. Okay. You can of course always just, you know, hold it and jump up and down, but see, the results aren't particularly good. Although this might be because of my angle. Let's see. I just prefer to do it with... Oh, okay, I messed that one up. Huh. Okay. I think we might be too close and the angle's a bit off. Let me repeat that. Ah, nice. And there they are, the shuffling mummies. I'm gonna blast them to oh, whoa, wait a sec. Do we have normal grenades? Thank goodness I checked. Now that would be a waste. Okay. Still, the novelty didn't wear off, you know, from inside Menkaure's pyramid. Blasting them to smithereens just still feels great. And, oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. We now have the small water skin, which says empty. Jerrycan doesn't say empty, so now you can pretty much figure out, okay, it seems to be full, or at least contains something. The thing is, when we fill the water skin, it will not say nothing, it will tell you exactly how many liters of water it has. This just irritates me. You know, set the same rules for all such similar inventory objects. That's what I would like to see. And now up the stairs we will go. Mind you, we're not safe from the doggo. Whoa. Not a scratch on us, still, that's good. Whoa! Whew, close call. Alright. I think we can holster it now and get out. Now, I don't like getting out in this particular place because there are 2 beds and one of them has a tendency to disappear, that bastard. Okay, that's one down. Oh! And this one... Okay, no, Lara, can you kill the bed? Thank you, now kill the scorpion. So much vermin in here, but we took down... I was about to say we took down both beds, and I was fooled. My goodness gracious. Well, thank you for bringing it down from the sky, Lara. Oh, no, shotgun now. Ah, so much vermin. Okay, cool. Thank you for your cooperation. Really, I appreciate it. So, this is really exciting because this is a second type of Mastabas we'll see, once without a roof. Wow. Okay, awesome. I guess once you've seen Mastabas like this, you've seen it all, no? Well, you might have, but you haven't seen all Mastabas. Unfortunately, there are so many more to come. And they're not fun. Let me tell you that. So, we make it across the pit because this time we can. Get rid of the danger sign, open the door, and now actually I prefer to get Uzis because there are not only bats but also a dog, and well, switching between a shotgun and pistols, that's a bit too unwieldy. And plus, any excuse to use Uzis is a good excuse in my book. Now, let's open the trapdoor, and guess what? We'll get underground again. And underground, it's gonna look exactly the same, you know? You know, this somehow reminds me of the first-person view dungeon crawlers, like old Might and Magic games. For those, this would be acceptable, the same texture set used across. I'd be okay with that. But for Tomb Raider, my expectations are a bit higher from level design, seriously. Okay, one more bet to take care of, but that's why I try to pull the dogs outside so I don't have to use the Uzis again. And conserve the ammunition, it's quite precious and dear to me. No goodies in here, right? So in case you were expecting generosity, but 3 more gems to get rid of, and I'm of course gonna do it my favorite way, which is this. Yay. I always feel so good when I time it correctly. Nice. And third, please, make it a hat trick. I don't want to mess it up. 3 perfectly shot in a row. Yes, nice. Now, be very careful. 3 bats will come swarming. I need to ensure we got all of them. That's 1. No, Lara, don't shoot at the mummy. Shoot at the bat. Lara, please. Okay, shoot at the mummy if you want. Fine, just make them shuffle a bit. Okay. Now, what's very difficult to see is that we've actually killed 3 bats coming out of this room. I know. You can of course directly lob a grenade and ensure everything is dead, but I wanted to show you all 3. 2 of them were paired up and we killed here, and the third one closer to the actual place. I hate these things so much. The first time I played this level, I actually didn't realize it's 3 bats coming out of there, you know? Feel free to pause the video and check yourselves. Now, more importantly, what did we get our hands on? Bag of sand. So now we have jerrycan, bag of sand, and war skin. Seemingly rubbish, but all important artifacts to get our hands on the real prize we're after. I know, it's kind of underwhelming, but that's just the way it is. Now, we're gonna find a fork in the road, and I have trouble remembering where we came from exactly. Oh, okay, so I think, yeah, we went to the right, so this is how we continue. Again, keep that shotgun handy. You didn't think there wouldn't be a dog, right? Okay, but, you know, an optional detour for 2 goodies, and one of them revolver shots. Oh my goodness, yes, please. One thing I'm worried about is that I'm not going to use the revolver enough in this game, which would be... I forgot about you. My god, everything looks the same. I keep forgetting. I have no visual memory cues. God, gosh darn it. Okay, that was scary. That was legitimately scary. Now, guess what? 2 more bats to be super anxious about missing. Okay, 1. Oh wow, Lara, your aim is atrocious. But thank you for... Well, I don't want to say doing your best, because that would just be insulting, but doing something, I guess. Okay, let's get out of this completely unremarkable mastaba. Well, this one has just a hole in the roof, or 2 holes in the roofs. Wonderful. That's all the memory cues we need. Now, what's cool is that we're actually getting out with, you know, breaking the barrier from the other side. I do like that, I have to say. Okay, and now let's just make a running jump. I don't think a standing one is quite gonna cut it. Cool, that was actually a really close call. Alright, cool. I think... Oh, that's where we began! Over there behind this mastaba is the gas station, I see. Cool stuff. Okay, sense of progression. I like this, I think. Now over here, be careful, there are gonna be 2 black scorpions, and the one spawns just as you enter behind your back. That poisonous sneaky bastard. Okay, but both of them taken care of. That's what matters. And guess where we are headed? Into identical looking underground again! Which means you might want to get your shotgun ready, okay? Now, over on this side, we'll encounter a dog guarding a torch, okay? I'm very anxious about picking up the torch whilst we'll be wrapping up business in the next tomb, but just in case we lose it, what I'm instead going to do is just get to the tomb, clear it out, and then return for the torch. I would recommend you do the same. Lara, you failed to kill one of each with one shot. That would have been so cool if it worked. Anyway, switch to pistols because there are 2 bats. Right, I think one is down. I mean, at this point, I'm just giving up at knowing. No, I'm not. By the way, mind you, whenever I'm uploading a video, it goes through very detailed quality control, ensuring I really have killed and picked up everything, okay? So, in case you're watching this, that means we made it, alright? Just wanted to assure you of that. Okay, and the camera sometimes glitches here, and that's because Lara is starting to aim at the mummies inside over there. Oh, sorry, not mummies. This time it will be just bats, but not quite fully able to do so. Now, no more items here, so you know what to do. Oops, I messed up with the first shot. Was not supposed to fire that early, and therefore it was not perfect, but what is, except for Lara, of course. Okay, and the final one. And yeah, if you don't have a patience for this, then, or maybe you just find it more satisfying, feel free to use the revolver with a scope. Now, I talked about 2 bats inside. Now, this is a bit interesting, right? It's different, and therefore interesting. So, 3 altars. This is a little elemental puzzle, which I actually really like. So, first of all, the simplest one, earth, right? Let's just empty the bag of sand into it. And then we will see it, right? Awesome. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this looks like a liquid. How about we use, I don't know, maybe the jerrycan? Well, no, Lara will pour it on the ground, thus not tainting this plate, which is probably good, or we'd be stuck here forever. Now, the water skin is alas empty. She says no. Thankfully, we have a very convenient and probably the only pool of water in this entire level over here, right? So now, it will say containing 3 liters. Again, the jerrycan says nothing. Ah, follow your own rules, game, goddammit. So yeah, this is the bit trickier one, because you have to fill it in, but that's pretty much it. No biggie. Now, you can refill it and carry it full into the next few levels, but I'm actually not going to do that, because for many of you that might change the order in which you will tackle the puzzle in the very final level of the game. What I'm saying right now will make sense later on, okay? And now, we need fire. So we need to pour in some gasoline, but that's not fire, right? We need to light it up, and that's where the torch I refrained from picking up comes into play. Once we trigger all 3 elements correctly, the door on the left will open, and once we take our prize from there, the door on the right will open, okay? So, again, this backtracking is not necessary if you pick up the torch, drop it on the ground, take care of the enemies, and just, you know, be happily on your way, but I'm paranoid. Sometimes when you drop the torch, it tends to clip through walls and become inaccessible. Also, this is a weird torch. Look, it's all nice and brown. When you pick it up, it gets weird. I'm not sure if it's some weirdly applied textures of Lara's torso with her belt, or if it's actually the crossbow textures. I really cannot decide. But it's nothing to do with the actual weapon you are carrying at your back, so I don't think it's a crossbow. I think it's more to do with Lara's torso and her buttocks, to be honest. And somehow weirdly mapping on that. Anyway, let's light it up. And thus solve the puzzle! Yay! Aren't we just smart? Nothing on the right, but that will open the left. Just be patient. The torches have stopped being, you know, lighted. You might be thinking, okay, relighting the torches will do something. No, I have to disappoint you, but I like to do it anyway because I'm obsessive, I guess? I don't know. Just brings a bit of light. Plus, the murals over here are actually quite gorgeous, I have to say. Just a shame they are used over and over and over again. That does not make me happy. Oh look, mummies! And we no longer need the torch, so let's pick up our prize. You can completely ignore them. Of course, I'm gonna put them to rest. Several pieces, but yeah. Okay, and the door on the, what I refer to as right, opened. Now, there are lion heads with gems, but you don't have to worry about these at all. They open and trigger no mechanism. However, because I'm so compulsive and obsessive, well, I intentionally lured the mummies here because it actually destroys the gem above, right? So, as I said, you can even use the explosives. But for this one, I'm just gonna use this, because it feels so satisfying to pull off. Now, the other room is a way to continue, right? No enemies. Well, there are a couple of dogs we should take care of first. They're not gonna spawn unless you move too far forward, so you can actually pick up the goodies here on the side before triggering the dogs. That's entirely fine. Poisonous arrows, I don't think we're ever gonna use them in this game, which, well, doesn't mean much. We are nearing the end. And more revolver ammunition, very generous with that. And lion heads, with gems which we just cannot leave undestroyed. I mean, come on. That wouldn't feel right. Again, these do unlock nothing. It'd be really neat if you'd be rewarded with some extra secret for destroying all of them in the level. Something like that. But alas, again, I keep being disappointed because I seem to be placing, well, expectations on this game. And notice I didn't say unreal expectations, they're just expectations, goddammit. Okay, now, before we get on the surface again, there is going to be an optional detour through the underground where we'll get our hands on a large health pack. So let's totally get that. No more dogs until we pick it up. When we pick it up, make sure to get your shotgun ready. Alright? There they are. Nice, you hit both of them. I'm proud of you, Lara. I actually am. Okay. Climbing out of Mastaba means one of two things, a bat or a scorpion. Thankfully in this case it's the latter. See, just a scorpion. Nothing to worry about, no bats to chase around. Perfect stuff. On the other hand, there's one around the corner here. Easy to get poisoned by, if you're not expecting it. Okay. Now, a series of careful jumps. I just realized I haven't saved yet, and I think that's fine. It's not a particularly difficult level. He said and then fell into deep abyss. But no, we're doing great. Now, this is probably the longest jump we have to make, but again, it's just your standard run-of-the-mill running grabbing jump, right? Cool. Nice. And guess what? We get to enter another Mastaba to get underground, to resurface from this Mastaba and enter that one. Isn't that something to look forward to? Well, I don't remember ever being so sarcastic when playing Tomb Raider games, but this level just, I don't know, brings out the inner asshole in me. Okay, good. I think now we'll just be facing two bats. I'm literally trying to pretend like I remember. Okay, that's both of them down, but I'm actually frantically checking my notes constantly as I'm playing it, hence the few moments when I really slow down, because I get confused. Everything looks identical in this level. I'm sure you understand. And if you don't, then, well, I mean, you don't have to. I just hope my pleas will reinitiate some sympathy in you. Okay, and yeah, don't get shotgun ready, but pistols, because corpses are now underground as well. Now that's unusual. That's a way to mix things up, right? And look, a scorpion guarding a goodie. Another box of revolver bullets. Wonderful. That's actually a goodie I'm looking forward to. Unlike health packs, which we are barely using. Because we're so good. Okay, okay. Now, there should be yet another one. Oh, there it is. Yep, okay, dead. It's not in fact a dog. Now, when we get out... Oh, now I'm gonna do something fun, I guess. I'm gonna try and use white shot ammunition, because what I'm hoping will happen is that not only will kill a dog, but also break the barrier behind him. Oh, yes, but we did not kill the dog with one shot. Still, we broke the barrier behind him, proving forevermore that white shot ammunition is this... It's useless, really. Okay, so we have that out of the way, and inside the Mastaba, now this is really gonna just kick your breath away, there are gonna be two bats. I'm sorry, am I just being too mean to this level? I just dislike it so much. It's like a feverish nightmare, you know, when you have a high fever and you keep dreaming about something repeating constantly in a loop? That's what it feels like. Also, the last time I played this level I had food poisoning, which probably creates a lot of the disdain I have for it. That was not pleasant. I still get shivers from the taste of peace. Yeah. Okay, so we pick up a small health pack, which is in fact a cleverly concealed trap. Well, not if you expect it. Get that shotgun ready. and a doggo will appear. Thinking he's so smart. Well, he's dead. I'm sorry. I don't think there's another game where I ever found dead dogs so amusing. Okay, come on, boy. Lara, how did you end up hitting the ceiling? I'm actually impressed. That's, that takes a unique perspective on life, let's put it like that. Okay, 2 bets down. Oh, I was under the impression all the gems in the rest of the level will do nothing, but actually this is the final set that... or maybe it's not? Everything looks the same. I can't remember. Anyway, what matters is that these right here, right now, will open up that door. Oh, that was poorly timed. That was poorly timed. That was okay. And what about this one? How are we gonna do? I think the angle might be off. No, just an excuse for bad shooting. Okay, the camera was odd again, but don't worry, have no fear. Monkeys are here. There's a deaf monkey, a blind monkey, and a quiet monkey. Monkey here, monkey see, monkey do. Well, okay, so this is an odd one, alright? What you need to do to continue this level, okay, binocs time, because why the hell not? There we go. Is pull that lever. Well, actually you cannot pull it because you cannot get up there. There are 3 monkeys you can summon by using your crowbar as a lever on these mechanisms. Behind the death statue, a black monkey adorned with jewels will spawn and it will try and kill you. Behind the blind statue, an invisible monkey will spawn and try to kill you, which actually makes sense, you know, it's invisible, the eyes are covered. Behind the mute one, a brown, adorable, fluffy monkey will appear and not try to kill you. Instead, it will jump up and press the lever, allowing you to continue. Now, what is my approach to friendly entities? I kill them for our kills count, right? Now, here's the thing. If you do end up killing the brown monkey, don't worry, you are not stuck. You can resummon it. All you need to do is approach the mechanism from the other side that you approached it with before, okay? So now, if I try to approach this mechanism from here, I'm pressing the action key, hammering it, nothing happens. If I try to use the crowbar manually...
No.
Nothing will happen, Lara will say no, okay? But if we do it from the other side, the crowbar appears, just like that, okay? And this happens on all of them. Now, let's summon the first one, just so I show you that I'm not making stuff up, okay? And there's a scary monkey adorned with jewels trying to kill us, but 2 shotgun blasts take care of it. They then sort of disappear in a fiery explosion. It basically is the game trying to tell you it's the same monkey over and over, right? Just being resummoned. And there's the invisible one, which you can't see from you. Oh, very aggressive, but not damage-wise, okay? And finally, the monkey that we do not want to kill unless you're a bloodthirsty bastard like me and try to kill every single unique enemy type you can. Once you hit it once, it will fight back. Normally, it doesn't do that. It tries to climb up, pull the lever and help you. Okay, so we summoned and killed all 3 monkeys. What are we to do? See, when you approach it now, nothing will happen.
No.
And Lara will say, no, are you stuck? Have no fear, you can approach it from the other side. Even if you press the control key, the crowbar will be sort of shown in your inventory screen to allow you this is the way to go. Now, let's leave the monkey alone, right? And after a short while, it will actually, in a very adorable way, climb up. Let me use the binocs for this, because this is just too precious. And let's see if we can get a good shot. It's like we're a photographer in a safari somewhere. There it is. Yay! Okay, that is absolutely adorable. Unfortunately, you can no longer kill it. Lara will not aim at it, and even if you start firing explosive arrows, it will be untouched. It basically just stopped being a killable enemy at this point, alright? Now, once you do this, you can no longer interact with these panels. All of them are locked. It doesn't matter which side you approach them from. This is it, right? So what I wanted to do here is show you that you can summon each and every monkey infinite amount of times and kill them over and over and over and rack up as many kills as you want to your heart's content if you keep approaching these mechanisms from the other side. Now you might be thinking, wait a second Zalgaris, back in Tomb Raider 3 in Temple of Puna you decided not to kill any of those infinitely spawning Naga lizards to remove them out of the equation. Well, first of all, there is no such equation here, the kills count we do is my own doing, the game doesn't keep track. Secondly, I'd rather show you that an enemy exists than not show you and just tell you about them. So, if that means I have to kill an infinitely killable enemy once, then that's what I'm gonna do, you know, at least add it to our collection of kills. That sounds really sadistic, but it's gonna make for a better statistic video. So again, resummon them to your heart's content. If you end up killing the brown monkey, again, just resummon it. Each time you want to resummon a monkey, approach it from the other side. If you will summon it for the third time, it will become accessible again from here, alright? And yeah, but once you let the brown monkey unlock the path forward, all of them will become locked. I do hope that's clear, all that makes sense. I feel like I just did a huge information dump on you, but I also tried to show it. Alright, and I believe that's the third and final one, and the exit has appeared. So now we have 3, and the fourth one is 2 levels down the line. We still have some lion heads here, right, that we totally can destroy and want to destroy. So yeah, again, let's use the grenade blast to take care of this one and the 2 mummies. And also show you that it's being destroyed. See, now the mouth is closing. The grenade blast does the trick. And let's just shoot the final one, just for old time's sake. Nice. I was really worried I'm gonna mess up the one for old time's sake, but I didn't, and that's great. Oh no. Ah, it's not the final one. I'm so sorry, just bear with me for a sec. God damn it, I can't remember. Just this level, everything looks the same. It's the same tomb, the same mastaba over and over and over. I keep mixing things up. I think that's acceptable, no? Okay, but at least we did our trick 3 times perfectly. And no more goodies here either, okay? So, no more visits to the surface either, we are still underground. And from here we are going to take a slide from which there is this is simply a point of no return, and once we climb up here and make it around the corner, we will have reached the level exit. So, let me just pause the screen right here. So ladies and gentlemen, this level that I really don't like, at the same time I appreciate they tried something that we didn't really see in the previous Tomb Raiders before. Well, anyway, whatever your opinion on Mastabas is, that's what they are, the Mastabas. So, we have found all 17 items. 5 of them were key items, 1 of them a torch, right? So, not that many supplies. But we have killed 66 enemies. Now, I'm gonna do a thorough check, but I think this is the level with the highest number of kills. And that's unsurprising given we faced 22 bats, but what can be surprising is we have killed 25 dogs. This really is a Tomb Raider 2 level of gore and bloodshed. And we have found this level 1 and only secret, bringing us to 67. 3 more secrets to go, 4 more levels to go. Let me make a save here. Oh, an important thing, of course, as I've shown on the stat screen, there is an infinite number of kills because of the monkeys you can resummon over and over and over and over, right? But an argument can be made, since they're the same enemy, then it's just 1 kill. Then an argument can be made, well, it's no kill. I'm sure the in-game engine would still consider it a kill if it were to keep track, okay? So with that in mind, thank you very much, guys, and I will see you guys next time in the Great Pyramid of Giza.